Hello there, this is Three of Spades, and today I'm going to show you an early work in progress prototype for Rogue Planet 2. Let's get started here. And let's hope it works this time, because I've had to record this like 3 times, because the debut is not working. Great job here, NHC. Or NCH. Great job here, Dyslexia. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. We'll screw around with this, but right now I'm going to set it to medium. And kind of hope that works for right now. Now let's set it to high. There we go, a little better. I'll mess with that menu when I start making a better one, but yeah, here's a basic prototype map here for Rogue Planet 2. As you can see, it's kind of a bombed out base and a few buildings. Like, this is kind of just mostly concrete and gray right now, but I'll kind of walk you through it. Basic features I'm hoping to have in the game. So first of all, the game's going to be kind of like a Call of Duty type of game. Old school Call of Duty, where you have the various modes and such. There's going to be campaign. My plan, obviously, after the first game is to make a game that's a sequel to that game, of course, and one of those things that I'm planning upon, the campaign being a co-op campaign this time, and maybe not so much focusing on horror, but the before and after of the first game and kind of the consequences and what led up to it, and kind of how people like Marcus and Kent and Phil and Chuck and how everybody else there, who's Aurora, who's the Major, who's Michael, who's Chuck, who's Phil, really what's more up with Marcus and all that, kind of fleshing it all out and doing like 15 or so missions. And you can play them with your friends and stuff. And the next one, obviously, if you couldn't tell by older prototype tests and builds that I have uploaded on the channel as of recent, is multiplayer. For the multiplayer, one thing I am planning on is a slight amount of destruction. Now, I don't know if it'll be like that kind of battlefield destruction I showed off in earlier simulation stuff and earlier builds, but I'm not kind of against the idea of this more blocky kind of look to things, doing that. However, one thing I really want to do is have giant swarms of these zombies, and they crumble to the ground like dust and ashes, and they leave giant particles everywhere, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So you have like Todd and George and I don't know, whoever the hell else, running at you, and there's huge swarms of them. And they go down with like a single shot. It's all super fast and hectic, if you will. Kind of like Walking Dead style meets some weird like demons and shadow monsters. As for the multiplayer, like they'd probably also like invade in there. I'd say basically every map takes place at night or like pretty close to it, like as you can see here. Right now it's pretty early on in development. I've tried to add the chromatic aberration and depth of field from the original game and try to improve it somewhat to make the game look a little unstable, but I know that's not going to be to everyone's liking, so I'll allow you to turn it off and maybe have sliders for intensity and such, so it's like Game Guru but a little better. Wave 2 is going to begin here, so let's see if I kick their ass or they kick mine. And yeah, you can outrun the zombies, as you can tell. I'll probably work on that, make it so they can catch up with you a lot quicker. We'll see. I don't want it to turn into the usual Call of Duty zombies deal where it's like they just turn into bullet sponges in like 3 rounds and then you can't even knife them or whatever. Definitely aim for the head on these fuckers. They'll blow up in 1 shot, maybe 2 if I can actually hit it. But yeah, kind of the best strategy I have here is to just run in a fucking circle. Because I think that's fun. Just run in a circle and train them around. Not too small a circle though, but we'll see. if I can hit this. There we go. Old jack-o'-lantern's coming at me. As you can also see there in the bottom right, this HUD is a bit of a placeholder, but as you can see, I've got grenades, more than one type too. And yes, they also blow up and have fun little particles. So you could throw the grenade at him, he'll go flying. And he can throw another grenade at his buddies. And one of them will die. So I'm gonna shoot these other guys if I can. As for the zombies mode that I'm currently playing, this is a lighting test, but I'll probably mess with this map and make it something a little more distinct than just the reskin template map that I'm currently using. Because if they give me a tool, I might as well use it. I used template maps and other paid-for stuff in the first game, so I really don't have any qualms against that. If I bought it, I should be able to use it. Todd here looks pretty nice, as you can tell. Worked pretty hard on him. He's kind of just wearing whatever now, unlike the last game where George was kind of just doing whatever he felt like. To be fair though, George was a work of nature. He's like the judge. You're gonna get done by him 15 times over again, so that was pretty good. For this mode, it's gonna be a simple survival thing, jokes aside there. You're gonna be going for high scores, you and your buddies, instead of doing like an Easter egg or some kind of elaborate story. If there's anything like that, it'll probably just be in the campaign, if anything. And the plan is to make it so this game looks and runs like it came out on an Xbox One. Roughly speaking, it'll probably be a lot more optimized than this, because I'm currently just got a bit of a janky frame rate because I'm recording it using free recording software, whatever. Because I don't want to keep all my shit on Steam, but yeah, you know, that's the price you pay, $0 for recording software, that is. As for the price of this game, it'd probably be about $10-15 when I get to it. Might be some DLCs down the road. But primary focus before any of that is just making the game fun. So the final game will cost money, but I will get to doing demos and stuff, kind of like the first game was, just releasing them primarily on itch.io every so often. Itch.io, Game Jolt, maybe a few other websites if I can get it on there too. As for the first game, of course, I'm sure you know it's out, so that's why I'm making this. And if you don't know, then you should probably play it. So, another thing I want to do is, I want to have Modern Warfare 3 survival, maybe have like that type of survival or Spec Ops, and make it so you can play as different sides as well. And obviously what good zombies mode is there without a mystery box. So let's take the money gun. It's got a cash symbol, although a little hard to see. Excellent. So got the golden gun. I don't know if there'll be a ray gun in here or not. That's yet to be seen. Probably not, or if there is, it'll look a lot different than whatever it is now. Because currently these guns are placeholders. Most of the assets and stuff are placeholders, but the general design of things is pretty simple to see. This is a prototype, kind of a mood, you know, map, if that helps. Kind of like how other companies do mood videos or concept art or whatever. I really don't, because I'd rather just have the thing. If it can be of some use to me, I'll just conceptualize it in the engine instead. But, yeah. Golden gun's working pretty nice. That only cost me $200, hey. That Call of Duty folks wish they'd have their games cost that much. Well, maybe not. Maybe a lot less than 200, but, you know, what with skins and shit. As for monetization, I think it'll probably just be really simple. Old school Call of Duty used to just do like, you have the game and then maybe a few DLCs or map packs if you're lucky. I'd probably just keep it simple. Probably do the same deal. But maybe not map packs, I'll have to figure something else out. There will be a free demo as well, so you can try the game out before you buy it. It'll probably just be like a fairly locked down, simple type of version of the game. I won't do any time limits or anything, but it'll lock you out of some content. Because obviously I want you to pay for the video game here. But as for what your 10, 15 bucks will get you, a fairly simple Call of Duty type of game. Looks and runs fairly well, is the plan. It's an Unreal Engine 4 ordeal, so you either like Unreal Engine or you don't. I know a lot of people don't, so just so you know what you're getting yourself into for Call of Duty kind of game. Currently this is a little rough prototype, but that is the plan, aside from just making it simple and fun. Because I feel like a lot of games try to just stall for time, get to the, kind of hold back to the fun part, if you will. I'm planning on there being about 15 co-op single-player missions. The story is in co-op, and you can basically play the whole thing single-player with bots or with others online, and maybe with split screen as well. Because it's just been forever since I've played a fun shooter game with split screen as well, so let's maybe make that, if they're not gonna, then I'm sure gonna. Because I ain't exactly keen on waiting around for that sort of thing to just happen. I see a problem, I'm gonna fix it. And then get paid for it too. So, about 15 missions, co-op. Various modes here. Gonna do a PvP multiplayer, bit of destruction maybe. Maybe not like battlefield levels of destruction, maybe just like a few buildings I can blow up, but the rest will be static because map balance is fun. There'll be more weapons than just these two. I have a couple of others I put in. I'll make all the stuff look more distinct and unique, so you're not just buying some template for 10 bucks. But yeah, fairly simple prototype plans. The survival will probably use some of the maps for multiplayer. Older Call of Duty games used to recycle a lot of stuff together, and I mean, that had its own issues, but it seemed to work fairly well enough. Another thing I want to do that most games are just skimping out on is making the entire game play offline, so you can have like the Battlefront 2 experience, the old Battlefront 2, not the new one that sucks, and be able to actually play the entirety of the game with bots offline, all modes and stuff. So it's basically Call of Duty, spooky, it's at night, co-op, destruction, offline with bots, the whole game, split screen, whatever else it be. 10, 15 bucks, maybe a few DLCs after. Should be fairly simple. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It wasn't really scripted, but it's just little thing I'm working on here. It'll be another slow burner, but plans are currently very early, so I do have something to show for it, as I've been working on this for a little while, just figuring out the ins and outs of this engine, and yeah, a little rough right now, but it'll get there. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm sure you guys are hungry for some more Rogue Planet, and I'm sure these guys are hungry for me, so Todd, you know what? Get you and your boys over here, because bon appetit. Thanks for watching.